Oh, that was fun, wasn't it?
Good evening and welcome to Riker's Beard Live. Now, we've not had a chance to do a sound check, so please do let us know in the comments if you can hear us okay. James, how are you this evening?
I'm all right, Richard. How are you doing?
I'm tip-top. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably hovering around Batman at the moment. But a couple more tins of Thatcher's Haze will sort that out. Wow, exciting track times, because happening very soon is...
the new series of Prodigy.
Well, it's out now.
Oh, okay. All right.
What's happening next weekend?
Next weekend there's a convention.
There is a convention. And where is this convention?
It's right. Okay. If you imagine that my fist represents the planet Earth, it's somewhere like from where we sit to Cleethorpes.
Show us your manly fist again. Now,
so we live in the south, and the convention is somewhere in the north.
Could have been.
Am I not close enough to the microphone?
So you got we've got a convention happening next weekend in Blackpool, and as much as James and I sadly can't attend, we're really excited for everyone that is going.
We just won't.
Well, we're very excited for everyone that is going. We hope you have a splendid time. So if you are going, please pop down in the comments that you're going, and could you please pop down, what you're looking forward to seeing the most, who you're looking forward to seeing the most. We won't be there, but please pop down in the comments if you're going, what you're looking forward to the most, and who you're going to miss the most. And please let that be us. Right. Good evening.
Yeah, do mention when you do the feedback that you're there, that the one thing that's obviously missing is the Riker's beard, and that there's no convention without us.
Good evening, Christoph. How are you doing, chap? Gary, how you doing, buddy? We need to meet up with you before we go for a pint with him tonight.
We could do.
Yeah.
We have to meet up with him another time, because I have to give him all the gear that he's going to take to Blackpool anyway.
Yeah, of course.
So we can still go for a beer tonight.
Good evening, the lovely Vicky.
Oh, Vicky.
The lovely Vicky. Good evening. Oh, the lovely Mark.
The lovely fake Carl. Mark is going to Blackpool, and because I can't be the real Carl's glamorous assistant for his cocktail mixology panel, perhaps Mark as fake Carl could be real Carl's glamorous assistant. What do we think?
I'm confused by that. Good afternoon, Adam. How you doing, Adam? Buddy? How you doing?
Remember what I said, by the way, Adam?
Hey.
Come on down here. If you're not going up to Blackpool next weekend, come down here. We'll have a laugh.
How you doing, Liam? Oh, hello, Carl.
Hello.
Carl's arrived.
How you doing, Carl? You all right, mate?
I'm good. Are you, gents?
Yeah, we're good. You were late. I hope it wasn't because of anything like a car accident or anything like that. You're all safe and sound. You're good?
Absolutely. It was merely mistiming of oven cooking.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, otherwise I was going to suggest Carl is probably the late surprise entrant to the US presidential elections.
Shh.
Well, they've got to find someone to replace Biden.
I can neither confirm nor deny these rumours.
Now, we've been asking people that are going to the convention to please tell us what they're looking forward to seeing the most. What about the convention they're looking forward to? We were just really excited for everyone that's going. And we've got to ask that question to you, Carl, because the star of Riker's Beard Live, Carl,
that way. Yep.
Will be there.
Yeah.
Tell us what you're doing, Carl.
I'm going to get everyone drunk. Even more so than last year. Last year, as my glamorous assistant to my that side will attest, we were able to make 2 cocktails. One where I demonstrated each cocktail, and then one where a guest would come up and out to the audience and join me and make one alongside us. This year, however, I have upscaled. Oh, yes. I have upscaled. So there shall be a grand total of 64 cocktails made throughout the session this year. Not all by me within 45 minutes. Obviously, that's across everyone in the room. But basically, the idea is everyone gets the chance to make a cocktail this year.
This sounds fantastic.
That's if it all goes to plan. It could go horribly wrong.
If you got booze, what could go wrong?
Yeah. So is this a one-off? Are you doing it over both the days, one day? When people need to know when they can see you? Because last time we did, you did this. Well, in fact, all the things we did were all sold out, and they were turning people away. So if you'd like to see Carl, when can they see you?
So I'm in Activity Room A on Saturday afternoon at 5:15.
That's after Mr. Gray.
Okay.
So Activity Room A, and A is for alcohol.
Absolutely.
So again, Saturday
afternoon, 5:15.
Activity Room A, 5:15. You might want to have a big lunch or have an early dinner before you do this, guys.
It's the last activity of the day for some reason.
It just spins off into the bar afterward, presumably.
Basically, yeah. Effectively, about half an hour after I finish the cocktail session, the karaoke starts.
Well, there's no need to go to that, is there? I mean,
there's every need. Every need.
Who enjoys karaoke?
Wait until the next time you see the Riker's Beard musical interlude come back. That'll be something else.
Yes.
Boy, do we have big plans for that.
Massive plans. James has been learning to play the four-sided triangle.
Ooh. Impressive.
It's like a normal triangle, but a third as much again.
What else will you be doing? Apart from doing your show and entertaining lovely people, Carl, what are you looking forward to about the convention?
Well, what I'm looking forward to is actually most of the lovely people that are going to be there that I only get to see once or twice a year. You know, I mean, obviously, Fake Me is way up there on said list. As far as I'm aware, Fake Me is still in attendance. So
he is.
Yeah, excellent. I've not had a chance to read through the comments. Is Fake Me with us this evening? Are you there? Yes. And Alan and Gary and
oh, by the way, Alan, if you're watching, I was really worried to hear about the IT problem, and I hope you're well. He's right there. He's got it. He's got it. It took a second, but we got there in the
end.
Oh, and also, Alan
is something of relevance that it's terribly important. There's a scheduling foul up here. Look at this.
What?
Further down.
Oh.
What? Who has done that?
I believe I also clash with our friend Dan interviewing Babs, however you pronounce his surname.
Speaking of, what her Dan?
Is that the chap of Strange New Worlds?
Yes.
Yeah, he's also in the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and
yes, that's a great film.
He's currently, I think, have you not seen it?
No,
it's on our movie
database collection.
Yes. It's very good. Babs Munger's in that, and I have to say, I think he's my favourite actor at the moment. He's. Do you know when they talk? Do you remember in The Three Amigos?
Mm-hmm.
When Ned Nederlander is talking to the children about Ned Nederlander is talking to the children about his his encounter with the famous actress, and he's going, and she said to me, "You have got it." And oh my God, he's got it. I've never seen for such a long time an actor, let alone a Star Trek actor, that's got such screen presence as him. I think he's absolutely brilliant. I enjoy him in every scene that he's in. I love they've written his character really well. They've given him a great story. You know, he's got such a voice. You know, but more than anything else, just his screen presence. He's amazing. It really is a breath of fresh air to see an actor of that caliber come into a series, and you know he's what I look forward to the most for every episode of Strange New Worlds. And so We're incredibly well, Dan, and I'm incredibly jealous that you're getting to interview an actor that I am absolutely besotted with at the moment. So have fun and do enjoy, chap. Yeah. So that's enough of me gushing over Bebs. So you're looking forward to you're doing that. Anything else you're doing, Carl?
No, I mean, I believe we're supposed to be on stage for 45 minutes prior to my cocktail session. Probably a good idea.
This is the pole dancing class.
Was it mud wrestling?
Mud wrestling?
It may be.
Pole dancing and mud wrestling. I mean, that.
How does that work? Do you like coat the pole in mud?
Well, no, I think you cover yourself in mud and then sort of spin around and splatter people.
Oh, right. Okay. Sounds like a very messy affair. Might have to ask for some volunteers from the audience for that one.
Well, James won't be there, I'm
afraid. Stand in on that one.
Do you know what? I'm just going to stay at home in my hammock. I think.
Good evening.
That's probably what I'll do.
Well, it's next weekend. I mean, what am I going to be doing next weekend? I've got. It's that time of year because it's nice and hot. I really like to give the mildew a good scrub.
Oh yeah,
because
you normally used to save that for when Discovery was on.
Normally, yeah, but this weekend I've got nothing better to do, so I think it's going to be mildew weekend.
But why don't we plan Riker Con 4?
We don't have a hotel.
Oh, we'll fix that. Don't worry. There's always a solution to every problem.
Very well. So yes, we've got the fantastic convention that's happening this weekend, and we do hope that everyone's going and really enjoys it. However, if it's possible for you to give feedback to the event people who are there, somewhere a little bit further south would suit us. My personal preference would be Birmingham. I do enjoy the Birmingham.
My personal preference would be Ramsgate.
It wouldn't be mine if I'm honest.
A lot easier for me to lug like shuttlecraft. And
we've got a galleon coming to Ramsgate for the summer.
We have, yeah.
Yeah, there's a galleon coming. Yeah,
pirates.
It's a massive, proper Spanish galleon. He's coming to Ramsgate for the summer, Ramsgate Harbour. Well, there we are.
Where is Blackpool anyway? I mean, it's somewhere north of Hampstead Heath.
Yeah, whereabouts is it? It's on the coast, isn't it?
I know you struggled.
Left or right?
I know you struggled with the altitude when you came and visited here a few years ago. It's another hour and a half north.
Even further north than you.
God, do you remember that time that my wife made me go to Scotland? Oh.
I bet you were whiter than a gingerbird's ass.
Where's Dave Thompson? I haven't insulted him yet.
Tony is watching Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and so far I'm loving it. Season 2, episode 1. Brilliant. Okay, so we do talk about all current Trek, so there might be some...
Do we?
We do. So there might be some spoilers about it. This is not a giveaway. I'm afraid Kate Kane really brings the series down. She's awful in it.
So she's the one who's like a witch.
Yeah. She's
inexplicable casting decision.
Really pleased you're enjoying it because it's fantastic. It's a great show. But also at the moment we've now landed the new season of Prodigy. Have you guys had a chance to watch any of that yet?
I found I was nowhere near finished on season 1, which is frankly quite hard going.
I've managed to finish season 1. I've binged it over the past week or so. And I've just watched yesterday, in fact, episode 1 of season 2.
Well, I have to say I thoroughly enjoyed season 1, but it did drag a bit. It kind of, yeah. Season 2, although I enjoyed season 1, the season 2 has been much better. I've very much enjoyed it. It's been really good.
Have you already watched its entirety?
I think I'm 2 episodes away from the end. It's a bit of a Voyager kind of carry on more than anything else. And
Voyager season 8.
Yeah, the Voyager refit ship looks good. The bridge is crap.
It's not a refit. I've checked. It's the Voyager A.
The Voyager A, whatever it is.
So it's a new ship.
The new ship. It looks lovely, but the bridge is crap. Unfortunately, they've gone all Discovery on the bridge, so that looks crap.
What is it? All holograms and things.
Oh, it's just sparse and rubbish. Anyway, but yes,
yeah, I've only seen a very brief glimpse of it.
But Prodigy season 2 is good. So
the Discovery Bridge, I must say, when we used to see it and it was tedious, it tended to blow up a lot, didn't there? There was a lot of fire coming out of things. I've seen panels loading on shows before.
You'd always two fire jets.
Yeah.
You'd think whatever was causing those jets of fire at the entrance to the bridge, they'd have fixed that after the first time it happened, rather than just keep letting it happen season after
season. This is
season.
Command and Control Center. Could we possibly not have things that go on fire in it? Yeah. Could someone install some fuses?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd think that they'd make it all out of asbestos, wouldn't you?
Delicious, but deadly.
So we moving on to we've got some news that if you don't know that James is going to share this sad about our friend from the Sci-Fi Ball.
Yes, so the Sci-Fi Ball is an event that Riker's beard in particular has been a staunch supporter of since about 2013 when we first appear. And we've had our bridge there every year that it's been running since 2013, and our transporter and our shuttle on a couple of occasions. It's one of the nicest fan-run conventions in the country, probably the longest running. I think it goes back to the early 90s. And the very sad news reached us last week that Brett Jones, the host of SF Ball, passed away from cancer, I'm afraid. And is a tremendous loss to the convention scene, but to us personally as our friend. And we had a little bit of warning that this was coming, but it doesn't make it any easier. So it's very sad news.
Extremely sad news, not just for the person, but for what he represented for a lot of people. I didn't have the privilege of knowing him for as long as James did, and probably many of you watching this show. But the fact that he was held in such high esteem is testament to how sorely he'll be missed. So we'll have a
drink
to Brett.
Yeah. Well, that's brought things down a bit, hasn't it?
Well, I thought I really didn't want to end the show on a sad.
No.
I thought let's get it out of the way.
Brett was so full of life, and we'll have to do some sort of celebration of him at some stage. We're not quite there yet. We're not ready for that yet.
Well, hopefully everyone going to the convention next weekend will be able to share some nice memories of him, because the one thing the sci-fi community are very good at is being very awkward about things like this and not really knowing how to deal with it. So we all get a chance to come together. We just blurt it all out and get it out of the way, and it's cathartic. So good luck to you all. Back onto Prodigy. We've got some interesting things about Prodigy here. So we'll start with Christoph. Prodigy is a bit too complicated and timey-wimey for the intended audience, but it's Trek for sure. Some faces feel, the Doctor looks shit. He looks absolutely awful.
Not quite got the proportions of him right.
Yeah, I can't hold back. It's just, he looks, I don't know. He looks a bit like, did you ever see that film Mexican Gangbang?
No, that's not.
Yeah.
I don't think I've missed it on my Netflix library.
And Dan says the trouble with Prodigy was that Lower Decks was out at similar time, and I found the episode Lower Decks plus pace. See, I never I tried with Lower Decks. I did try, and I did like a couple of the episodes.
Well, you can't like everything.
No.
As we often say with Star Trek, it's like a buffet. You won't like everything in the buffet,
but
somebody else will. We're looking at you, Discovery. But there you go.
It's our friend Meg.
Meg.
Hi, Meg.
Hiya.
Meg, are you going to Blackpool? We want to know. So the other thing I wanted to really talk about, we've covered Discovery. We've covered Prodigy.
Yep.
We've done a bit of Strange New Worlds.
It's true.
I want to talk about next year's convention.
Next year's?
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, that's exactly it. What is there going to be one next year? Do you think? Will it be Birmingham?
A destination one?
Yeah. Will there be a proper one? What do we think? Does anyone have any plans for next year yet?
Well, I imagine they'll see how it goes in Blackpool, and when the public says whether it's too far north.
The reason why I'm
to relocate, I don't know.
I have an ulterior motive because it sadly looks like that there won't be a sci-fi ball next year, unless we.
It seems unlikely.
Yeah, unless we can find a hotel, there certainly won't be a Riker con. So, do you remember?
There'll so be a Riker con.
What do you remember? A few years ago. So Vicky's gone straight in there. There is a rumor. There's a rumor that the Riker's beard set possibly might be heading towards the south coast. We can neither confirm nor deny at this point. But regardless of, do you remember we used to try and organise the Riker's beard landing parties?
Yeah. Where
we'd go and visit, say, a zoo or a museum or an aquarium or something, and then go out for dinner and just all meet up regardless of any convention. I've got a feeling that conventions might be thin on the ground next year. So stay tuned to the Riker's Beard social media. And if anyone's got any ideas for some meetups for a landing party, I think that would be a splendid idea. I don't know anyone else, but I think if we're low on the ground for conventions, I think we should all make the effort to meet up anyway.
Shall we now do the merchandise?
Yeah, if you like.
Go do the merchandise, because the merchandise is important. This is really because creating things like shuttlecraft is not a cheap business. It does cost a bit to run. So we do occasionally kick out some gear, special gear, that you can invest in as a keepsake to help us fund the cost of this. So we do have, and we've shown these before, the Riker's Beard com badge. Can you get it close to the camera? Oh no! In its presentation box.
It's very sturdy.
It is very sturdy. Look, here's two more. And look,
they are stunning.
Here's a fourth one, and they have a magnetic backing, so you don't have to put any holes in your uniform. They're held on with a very, very strong magnet.
Or if you've got a nipple piercing and you've got a non-alloy.
This is the very strong magnet on the back.
It just goes straight onto your...
So
that would be a neat trick.
Something like 50 of these will be available in Blackpool, because we're going to send them up with Gary. And Carl will be able to help distribute these. If anybody wants them, they're 20 quid per com badge, which goes straight into reorganizing and rebuilding the set.
And as with Blue Peter, if you attend a Riker con with a Riker's Beard badge, it does give you 10% off the gate.
And what's more, there's another piece of Riker's Beard merchandise that no one has seen apart from Richard.
Hang on a minute. Can we do it? Have we got something we can do?
Have you got some shopping music?
Some sort of drum roll? Let me have a look.
Right. See what you've got in the VT collection.
What have we got that we can do? What would be suitable? Probably this.
You're building this up. It's going to be disappointing.
Let's do this.
Beneres ne kopfetto tipo magico te kitchen gizmo. Non ve lo proboschis molto che nagrofos. Te facilos action pumpo. Zo, ne shopping mia colo te kitchen gizmo.
Au kitchen gizmo.
Presento the Riker's Beard gizmo.
So anyway, yes, observe as you will this beautiful canvas tote bag.
How could you improve on that bag, James?
Well, this is how. Look at that. The Riker's Beard tote bag. And there are 4 of these in existence. 4. Count them. How much are they worth to you, dear viewer?
One of the tote bags, only one of them, and we don't know which one yet, but one of them is going to have a pair of boxer shorts in worn by James.
Yeah. Look at all the things you could store in there. What would you store in your tote bag, Carl?
Oh, some boxer shorts.
Would you store 4 com badges that you bought?
Possibly.
Maybe a small dog, a chihuahua, for example.
Yeah. 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 I think I'd have to use mine for smuggling.
Smuggling.
So
no one's going to check a Riker's beard tote bag for anything.
If you would like a tote bag or a badge, then whilst you are at the Star Trek convention this weekend coming, you must approach Gary
yes,
or
Gary.
Carl. If you're not clear who Gary is, he's an incredibly nice chap who sometimes looks like Father Christmas. Unless I say to people, look out for Gary, he looks like Father Christmas, at which point he will shave his beard off. And people go, well, where's the Father Christmas guy? So please look out for Gary, look out for Carl, and they'll be able to sort you out.
They'll fix you up with this top gear.
With some top gear and a tote bag. And remember,
bring cash.
One of those bags will have a special surprise in there.
Oh, cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, because me and Gary don't carry card machines or any of that rubbish. It's cash only.
It's got to be cash only. Cash only.
And every single penny will be reinvested into the Riker's Beard projects.
Right, so
Christoph has commented on the tote bag there.
We've got a lot of excitement already. So,
where are we? That's not the meaning, Christoph.
Christoph I want 1 or 2 badges.
Well, Christoph, there's plenty available. Just make sure you get there fast.
Oh, nice.
Say you'll have to hunt us down fast, Christoph. I feel that me and Gary may be running around the hotel like Benny Hill characters with a huge trail of people following us trying to get these badges.
Oh, Carl, that reminds me. Do you have available the video of the greatest ever convention heist?
How does that remind you of that?
Because of the Benny Hill thing.
Comment. How does this comment?
Well, Christoph is just thinking about my day job, isn't he?
Why is?
Hang on, let me open another browser window and I'll see what I can do.
Christoph.
Yes, the badges are 20 English pounds each, which is probably not very much compared to not very much compared to the euro anymore, which is another fantastic benefit of Brexit. What's been your favourite benefit of Brexit so far, Richard?
It's hard to say. I particularly like the way we've taken back control of our borders.
Oh, I love that.
We've been
really
brilliant.
Succeeded in that. Yeah. And I love the fact that it now costs us much more to go on holiday and that we have to go through passport controls that we didn't have to before. It's been a total win.
Yeah. Megan says she wishes she could be there. She'll be working Hamilton at my theatre. Forgive me, but I came off of social media a few weeks ago and I've not been keeping up. But I remember seeing something about you having a new job working in the theatre. I do hope it's going well, Megan. Christoph says, I'll not be staying at the Norbreg, but I might try to hunt you down.
That sounds like a threat.
On Thursday night, if necessary. Not now, Cato.
I can imagine.
I may have found the video to which you refer, James.
We were at London Film and Comic Con.
Oh yes, we haven't spoken about that.
Was it last weekend?
2 weekends ago.
2 weekends ago, and with a friend of the show, Mr. Tony Lee, International Man of Mystery, and Tony quite likes to get me drunk and get. I have a colourful past, and Tony likes to dip into my well of anecdotes, and then they transpire into his books, and I always think he's winding me up, but he actually brought one out and showed us, didn't he?
Yeah, and you get represented as some kind of muscle man,
yeah,
and I get represented as some
elderly
gentleman from the home office.
But one particular chapter is I've done a lot of martial arts in my time, and I used to work in the motor trade, and I had a mechanic I was teaching martial arts to, and he was a big fan of the Pink Panther, like, And like, randomly at work, he would leap out and attack me. And like I'd go, "Not now, Kato." And one time we had this woman down from head office, and he knew that it was because I'd had them cleaning. Like that's probably why I did it, because I had them cleaning the workshop, so it was all spotless now, and taking down all the pictures of tits and that off the walls. And I was showing her around, and we walked past the tea room was at the top of the staircase, and he literally leapt over the staircase and landed in front of me and went, "Ha!" With the like one from the head office, I just went, "Not now, Kato." Looked at her to see if she would laugh. She didn't. She didn't laugh. And Tony made that entire thing into a chapter in one of his books. Anyway,
he does treat us to drinks and things occasionally, so I think you get paid.
I think I get paid. I get paid in kind a lot. He's a good chap. Anyway, we were talking about a heist after Christoph was talking about dead people, dead women.
Yes, so at the last destination event, we pulled off the most audacious heist in con history. I reckon it must be the most audacious heist.
It was a good one.
Yeah. And this is what happened. Roll VT.
So just in case anyone is unfamiliar with who Gary is, he is the other person that you may or may not see in this particular...
He was the architect of it all.
Was he really? Right, okay. Here we go. Let's go full screen.
Better not be balloons.
God's sake. Just love it, don't you?
He looks so happy.
So that's our friend John there. Did you notice how neatly made up his room was as he was checking out? He'd made the bed. So, yeah, what the video doesn't show is the bit where after the party at the Birmingham Hilton, I just walked in and said, "I've come to collect the balloon arch."
Okay.
So I had absolute authority to do so. And some bloke went, "Yeah, over there, mate." And I just walked out with it. So that I could then take it to John's room.
The following morning.
So John, of course, yeah, bless him. It's not the first balloon arch he's had in his hotel room. Carl, take us through it.
I
We
will
need
believe
a
the
mem of Pennywise. Next, John. If John's not, let's hope John's not watching. Dress up as a fucking clown, right? With that'd be amazing.
Oh, John, if you're watching, do pop in the comments.
But yeah, it wasn't the first time was when we stole one from Trekkie girl Sam's birthday, was it, in Portsmouth?
Well, we were all staying in the same hotel.
We dragged those balloons across Portsmouth, didn't we?
Across Portsmouth.
Like a motorway.
With a motorway, yeah. With those.
Carrying this balloon
Through a Shell petrol station forecourt. And then it was the night of a big fight, wasn't it? Because the hotel we were in had a sports bar attached to the front of it. And there was a massive fight going on. So they had these big burly security guards on the front door and everything. And we just walked past with this huge balloon arch.
Cooey.
They were obviously very intimidated by us. That's why they didn't question it.
The funny thing about it is that John helped us carry the balloon arch, not 2 miles or whatever it was, back to this hotel, and then didn't realise that we were then going to stuff it straight into his room and leave it with him. It's like, oh, you guys.
Now, I must ask, I need a question answered here. I've got to get this right.
Anyone who's going to destination, if you want to try and top that, do feel free.
And I'll quite happily film it.
Can someone please enlighten me as to what a chef's kiss is? It's an expression of, it's like going, mwah. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have baked the perfect souffle.
There we are.
It's a fascinating chapter in Debrett's etiquette that involves souffle that says you should not turn up at someone's home unannounced or ring them without letting them know in advance that you're going to ring, in case they're in the middle of preparing a souffle and you cause them to allow it to deflate.
So, as you know, I've got many remarkable talents, but I don't. What do you mean inflate?
A souffle will inflate when it is.
What do you like with the bicycle pump?
No. Look, we've got a chef with us. Carl, talk to us about souffle.
I'm not a chef. I'm a pub manager.
But you do occasionally cook in.
Yes, I have to prepare pub grub.
The last meal I prepared was a corned beef and crisp sandwich. So this is the level I.
Well, all I know about a souffle is that when you're mixing the batter for it, you have to be very careful, very slow, so as not to knock the air out of it. That's about all I know about it.
The air is what causes it to inflate.
Yes.
It's like cod and chips.
No, cod and chips don't inflate.
Well, what? Well, I'm glad I know what a chef's kiss is now. It's not what I imagined it to be.
Anyway, join me for more fascinating tips from Debrett's etiquette, all the rules for modern living, on another occasion.
I'm excited by it. I was hoping that one week you might show me how to correctly tie a cravat.
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. Marvellous.
We have worn cravats to events before.
I know, but I was absolutely shit-faced. I think I sort of just... I think I tied it a bit like a 70s porn star and just left.
Oh, you tied it more like an ascot. That's a different thing. Yeah.
Oh, I see, an ascot. Right.
Yeah. Don't confuse your ascot and your cravat. So we gave a cravat to our friend J.K. Woodward, didn't we? The artist.
Oh, friend of the show, J.K. Woodward.
Yes.
He was a splendid chap. He was a little drunk.
Usually.
Right. Okay. Let's move swiftly on. Carl, I've sent you the wish clip for this week. Do you have it?
Yes.
I sent you a link to it. It's all right. Shall we have the wish clip?
Do you want the sting first?
Let's do the sting. Well, Carl. So this is a clip that was doing the rounds about 3 weeks ago, which is when I prepared it for Wish, but then we didn't actually come online for about a month. So this is another advert with someone who you may possibly recognise.
Yes, here it comes.
Gary, if you're watching, Gary, we've got to give you this stuff. Don't let me forget. I've got to give you a box for the DS9 model I gave to Carl because he hasn't got the box for it, and I know what Carl's like. He'll want the box, so I have kept the box. Yeah, I know you like the box, so I'll send the box with you.
Don't forget to send your book up with him as well that you want imprinting.
Oh, Carl, you actually said book and not book. Oh. I'm so proud of you. You're learning English and everything. The book and the box.
Aye. Don't forget, lad. Right.
Roll VT.
I have the roll VT. Here it comes.
This is a Toyota Corona. The way Toyota experts see it. 700 tests and inspections later,
does it?
This is Toyota Corona, the way America sees it. A car that goes from 0 to with room for 5, reclining bucket seats, nylon carpeting, automatic transmission, fully automatic, with performance and economy that has made the Toyota Corona the nation's #3 import. But the 4-door is only half the story. There's another Toyota Corona, America's lowest priced hardtop. And that's a story all by itself.
That was
we don't
great,
get to hear
wasn't
that story.
it?
I wanted to hear that other story.
Bad
all
news
by
for you,
itself.
Carl, is that Jimmy Doohan died 19 years ago, so he's unlikely to be able to assist us now.
Oh, did he not pre-record it or anything?
I don't know that he did.
So Vicky would like to know, will anyone be filming Carl's cocktails the weekend? I imagine lots of people will, but may I make just a suggestion, Carl?
It might get sort of blurry towards
Might
the
get
end.
messy. I would genuinely say if anyone wants to take pictures and do a little video, do it now and I'll wave for your blog, for your social, and give you a chip in, and then get on with getting pissed. Get that out of the way first. I wouldn't want to tell you how to do your onions, but Christoph says German for book is book.
Sounds like book.
I'm sorry, Christoph, I can't help myself.
I have been teaching my daughter some German.
Louise Storer says, evening, good evening. Mark says, I can't, it's the voice, it's not right, it's not Scotty.
Now, Richard, you know a story about acting, don't you?
Can I give you the Jimmy Doohan up yours?
Go on then. Now, just to be clear, we don't endorse any kind of mockery of disability on this
It
show.
was a joke he frequently did himself, so it's okay.
We do endorse mockery generally.
Yeah, I do endorse mockery generally, but it was a joke Jimmy Doohan frequently did. So, right, yes. So James and I had the pleasure. If you're on Spotify and you have Spotify Premium, you're very lucky. There's a plethora. A plethora.
This word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
It is a sweater. Oh God, we have to apologize to Mexicans. Now we were. If you're lucky enough to have Spotify Premium, you can find a plethora of Star Trek audiobooks. One of which,
Relics,
yeah. Is a audiobook version of the famous episode, Next Generation episode, starring Jimmy Doohan, and it is read by Jimmy Doohan.
And he plays all the parts.
He plays all the parts. And we did
all of them.
And we did wonder if he remembered that he was in the episode. So Mark Cotton saying, I can't, it's the voice, it's not right, it's not Scotty. You should hear Scotty's version of Data, because that's...
Shall I try and interpret his version of Data?
Before you do, just viewers, in your mind, think Buck Rogers.
Cast your mind back to the episode. Cast your mind to where Scotty is talking to Data. You be Scotty. You be Scotty. So he manages to do a passable version of Scotty.
It wasn't brilliant.
Despite being Scotty.
Have you got anything to drink here, laddie?
Well, do we have this thing called Synthahol? It does not have the deleterious effect of alcohol.
It is green. And we were listening to this audiobook, very tired, driving home from a convention. I can't remember which one.
Portsmouth.
And my goodness me, we nearly had to stop because we were laughing. We were like, oh my God, which character is he going to do next? And
when Troy came out.
Diana Troy. Oh my God. So if you have Spotify, please do get on there and
you must
listen to Relics read by Jimmy Doohan. Because it's entertainment of the highest order, and that's from us.
I praise indeed.
Oh, goodness me. Gosh, there was so much I wanted to talk about.
You realise, of course, that I'm not a Scotsman.
Well, no, but for the duration of the episode of Relics, I should like you to pretend that you are.
Ah. Jimmy Doohan, Scotty!
There was so much I wanted to talk about tonight, and it all goes out of my head as soon as I start laughing. So we've talked about the upcoming convention. We've talked about hopefully
com badges.
We do again because some people have joined.
The Riker's. Hang on, let me get close to the camera. The Riker's been com badge. There it is.
Where can we get them from, James?
From Carl or Gary in Blackpool, or you can contact me, and I'll post them out.
So Gary, if you want to know who Gary is in this picture, the chap on the right.
He's the really good-looking one.
Yeah, he's a handsome fella, Gary, actually. My friend Marina's going to be there. Sadly, she's not my friend. She doesn't know.
We saw her in London, didn't we?
We did.
She didn't show us her tattoo, just for a change.
She didn't.
No.
She did tell us about her
predisposition towards the use of substances that are not permitted in this country.
She did, yes. And she made it very clear that she is not currently on speaking terms with Patrick Stewart, which I find rather sad because she's just had her last big paycheck thanks to him. She should be more grateful. But there we are.
Or as she calls him, Old Baldy.
Yes. I in the audience.
A knight of the realm.
I in the audience sat there going. I remember a time she didn't mind bald people. Just saying. So we've talked about the upcoming convention. We've not had as much in the comments as I was hoping to get, but genuinely, I feel these conventions. I've
the product of the attendees.
Really. Can I play a serious note?
Go on then. Here he goes. He'll just have to unlimber the guitar.
An A minor.
That did feel serious.
I've seen a lot of negativity about the event coming this weekend, and I have to say I'm not really approved of it. I understand that there's a disappointment that they can't get as many guests as, say, Las Vegas. You know, I do understand that Blackpool may not be quite the draw. I understand that Blackpool may not be the favoured destination of everyone. However, as always, these events, it's not where you are, it's who you're with. And they're an excuse for like-minded people who love Star Trek and the science fiction and have made solid friends over the years through their love of the show to get together and get pissed. So I don't care how many guests I've got going. I don't care where it is. I'm very sad it's a bit too far for me to travel. I wish it was closer. I would go. I understand there's been some criticism of the hotel. Can't lie, there's some bad reviews about the hotel. However, you know, it's had a lot of money spent on refurbishment. It's not been closed down by the health commissioner or anything. So, you know, obviously with that amount of complaints, it would have been inspected. I get everyone's reservations, but seriously, the event is happening. Go have a great time, and I really hope it's a wonderful success for everyone. And if you're not going and you're being negative about it, how can you be negative about it when it's not even happened? I mean, come on, you know. And by all means, if you go and it's crap and you get E. coli, whatever, absolutely every right to complain. But I just really hope everyone that's going enjoys themselves.
But do remember that whatever you do in terms of feedback, you remind them that the Riker's beard is what made it last year, and that you want us back next year, and you want us somewhere, probably, Canterbury. That would work for us nicely.
And you definitely want the Star Trek's martial arts demonstration where I get to hit James again.
Or maybe we could switch it up and I could hit you.
If you'd like.
I could do the Malcolm Reed one.
If you want. To be fair, that might be safer. We could do that. Yeah. So please do have a great time. But do make sure you tell everyone how brilliant the Riker's Beard boys were last year. And that's the end of my serious note.
Yeah.
Now we're getting towards the end of the show now. We move on to any other business. Carl, any other business?
Just how glad I am to actually, like you say, it seems like forever since we've done this. And it's great. I love it. It's a perfect end to my Sundays.
I'm really sorry. It's mainly my fault because I've been preoccupied with football over the last few
Sundays. Not at all.
So,
no, I've been party to it myself the last few weeks. But yeah, no, it's great to be back on.
Well, we'll be back next Sunday. Oh, no, you won't. You'll be in Blackpool. Oh,
we might be back next Sunday.
We might be back next Sunday, yeah.
Because we're not in Blackpool.
No, we're not in Blackpool.
We can do what the hell we like, can't we?
I've got that mildew I've got to sort out.
Discovery's finished. You don't need to do it then.
God, did we cover the season final of Discovery?
Discovery basically finished. That's the end
that's
of my
about
review. Yeah.
I'll go with that, yeah.
It dragged on for an extra 20 minutes. They bolted on for some reason, for no good reason. They were desperate to join up the series finale with Calypso, which was a short they did like 5 years before that never made any sense and still makes no sense.
Can I play my Discovery sting just one more time? It'll be the last time, yeah? Is that okay?
I've been crying.
I did like that one. So any other business? Yes, it's been wonderful as well to see you, Carl. And we need to see you in the flesh sooner rather than later. It's been too long, chap.
Oh, hang on. Oh, no, you didn't mean like that, did you?
No. Whiter than a gingerbird's ass.
So close.
James, any other business? We want to talk about your tote bag.
Should we talk about the tote bag? Where's the tote bag? Hang on, here it is. Oh, yeah, the Riker's Beard tote bag. Don't forget that we have in the past had things like the Riker's Beard contraceptive foam.
Yeah.
The Riker's Beard flamethrower.
The Riker's Beard left-handed pencil.
The Riker's Beard counterclockwise corkscrew.
I'm at the moment drinking from the Riker's Beard left-handed Pilsner glass.
The Riker's Beard lederhosen.
Wasn't there also a very extremely limited edition Riker's bread pencil?
Yeah, there
was a 20-issue run of the Riker's bread pencil. They're all sadly out in the wilderness now. Anyone who's got one, drop us a message.
Next week, you might see the Riker's Beard Catwoman costume that I've been working on.
And, of course, the Riker's Beard trebuchet.
And on that note, Nadim.
Nadim, baby. Are you in the wrong time zone, Nadim, or something?
There have been some cast announced, the Academy series, but nobody I know. Well, apparently Mary Feisman's going to be in it.
Well, that's a reason to not want to see it, really, isn't it? Please don't make Tilly the be-all and end-all of Starfleet Academy.
Genuinely, if she could just act better. Do you know what I mean?
Just not be so irritating.
I know, well, part of her, genuinely, I'm not being facetious here, part of her character is to be a bit irritating. I know they're kind of trying to make it charming.
A bit irritating.
Yeah, but that's meant to be her charm, isn't it? That she's an awkward misfit. It's just that she can't act that gets on my nerves. But anyway.
And this is the other news that the Commandant of Starfleet Academy has now been cast as Steve Guttenberg. Tilly!
Mahoney, he did a bad thing. A very bad thing. Yes, we've been raving about how lovely Prodigy is. Yes, I've been really enjoying this.
This is what you get in a dip for missing out on staff briefings.
Yes.
I know what I was going to say. Some people called Shuttle Bay 4 have recently turned up. I think they were a recently assembled page. They did a long retrospective on the destination events. I posted it on the Riker's Beard page as a link. It may be a bit long, about an hour and a half, but they had 800 photographs, many of which were ours, that they put in their retrospective. Anyway, it's worth a look. It's worth a look.
Hour and a half.
Well, you don't have to watch all of it, do you?
Could download it and speed it up.
Nice if they could put all the photos on a drive. We could all.
Well, a lot of them are photos, so
they're ours anyway. Well,
you've seen them anyway. I did give them permission to use them. It was fine.
You get permission to use my photos.
I don't care about your photos. Yeah, fine.
They're the Riker's Beard photos, not my photos. You can't own a picture, can you? I don't know. Right.
You can't own an idea. Well, yeah, you can actually. Yeah, it's called patents and copyright and stuff like that.
Sure. No, I'm going to enter it now. It's almost time to go.
Yes.
So, to end with, please do enjoy yourselves next weekend. If you're not going, try and meet up with someone else that's not going and have a drink. Yes,
us. Yes.
Yeah, come down to Margate if you like, but try and meet up with someone else that's not going that you'd normally spend the convention time with, because if COVID has taught us anything, it's that we need to take advantage of spending time together while we have it.
I thought it taught us to wash our hands.
That too. I mean, I kind of one of these weird people that wash their hands before COVID. but yeah. Yeah, so please do next weekend. If you're not going, do something. Go meet up with someone, go out for dinner, go to even at the Weatherspoons, whatever. Just go and have a bit of fun with a sci-fi friend. Make sure you stay in touch with them because it's important. So look after yourselves and each other.
Don't have nightmares.